So, are you kind of tired of being the only single person in your friend group? Or do you feel like every single time you like someone, you just get stuck in the friend zone? You've probably heard all that generic advice, right? Just be yourself, make her laugh, but let's be real. That's not exactly a game plan.
Well, what's really interesting is that there's actually a system for this. It's a 6-step process that can make a massive difference. But, and this is a big but, you have to follow all 6 steps. If you skip even one, the whole thing can fall apart, kind of like pulling the wrong block in a game of Jenga. So here's the roadmap we're going to walk through. First up, we're starting with the foundation, which is all about you. Then we'll get into mastering conversation and reading the signs. After that, we're diving into the art of flirting, making your move, and finally, we'll wrap up with how to reframe rejection.
Okay, step one, the foundation. This is so important. Before you even think about approaching anyone, you've got to focus on yourself. And this isn't about faking it or trying to be someone you're not. It's all about building a solid base of genuine self-respect and confidence. This quote really nails it. If you're walking around feeling insecure or nervous, people totally pick up on that vibe. But if you genuinely feel good about who you are, it just projects this natural, attractive confidence. And remember, this isn't about being arrogant. It's just about being comfortable in your own skin. And the advice here is super practical. We're not talking about some massive transformation into a supermodel. It's the simple stuff, the things you can actually do. Get a haircut that looks good on you, nail the basics of hygiene, and wear clothes that make you feel good. It's all about signaling to yourself and to the world that you're worth taking care of.
All right, once that foundation is solid, we can move on to step 2, mastering conversation. This is where you learn how to connect with women in a way that feels easy and natural for both of you.
So how do you actually get better at talking to people? It's simple, really. You just have to practice. Here's a great challenge. Try to talk to at least one new woman every single day. It doesn't have to be some deep, meaningful conversation. A quick comment to the barista, a simple question to a coworker. The goal is just to build that conversational muscle and get over that initial awkwardness. And check this out. This is such a key technique. You want to avoid those dead-end questions that just get you a yes or no. So instead of asking, did you go to college, which just stops the flow, try something open-ended that actually invites her to tell a story. That's how you turn a boring exchange into a real conversation. You know, at the end of the day, being a great conversationalist is way less about talking and way more about listening. Active listening is basically a 3-step process. Keep natural eye contact, use little verbal cues like, aha, or right to show you're with her, and then just briefly rephrase what she said. It's a simple way to show you're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're actually hearing her. Okay, step 3. This one tackles something a lot of guys find pretty tricky, reading the signs. It's just so important to get that communication styles can be different. And a lot of times, women communicate more subtly instead of being super direct. The main goal here is just to observe without making a ton of assumptions. Maybe her hints are subtle because she's shy, or maybe she's just a friendly person. The most important thing you can do is pay attention to the context of the situation and really resist that urge to jump to conclusions. And that leads us right into step 4, the art of flirting. I want you to forget everything you think you know about cheesy pickup lines. The goal here is not to follow some script. It's all about creating a vibe that's relaxed, comfortable, and, genuinely intriguing. I mean, just look at the difference here. The cheesy pickup line, it's just so forced and awkward, right? But a natural, self-deprecating comment like that one, it's fun, it's low pressure, it shows you don't take yourself too seriously, and it opens the door for a real conversation to actually begin. And there are definitely some landmines you want to avoid, for sure. Don't be creepy or overly intense, and avoid those generic compliments like, you're beautiful. I mean, that could be said to literally anyone. And please definitely don't get sexual too quickly or start talking trash about exes. Those are instant conversation killers. So instead of all that, you want to focus on these things. Keep the vibe chill and relaxed. Give a small, specific compliment about something you genuinely noticed about her. Stand by your values. Don't just agree with everything she says. And if you can, try to create a little inside joke. That builds a unique connection that feels totally natural and fun. This all leads us to the big one. Step 5, making your move. Because the whole point of having a great conversation and a fun, flirty vibe is to actually move things forward, right? To build a real connection. This slide lays out the 4-step strategy just perfectly. First, go for her Instagram. It's way less pressure than asking for a phone number these days. Second, just give it a little time before you message her. You don't want to seem desperate. Third, use your chat to actually build a connection and find out what she's into. And finally, when you do ask her out, suggest something specific that you already know she'll enjoy.
And now we come to the final and maybe the most important step, reframing rejection. This is the one fear that stops so many guys before they even start. But there's a really powerful way to look at it completely differently. The key is to just simplify the whole situation in your head. When you approach someone, there are only two possible outcomes: yes or no. That's it. If you think of it like flipping a coin, a simple 50-50 chance, it helps take away all that personal weight and fear you might be attaching to what happens.
This right here is the core mindset shift you need to make. A no is not a verdict on your personal worth. It could be about a million different things you have no idea about. The timing, her circumstances, whatever's going on in her life. It's a rejection of a specific request at a specific moment. It's not a rejection of you. And hey, think of it this way. Every no you get is just one step closer to finding the right yes. So there you have it, a complete 6-step system. From building up your own confidence all the way to understanding rejection. The roadmap is all laid out for you, so the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?